So we got your journal page. We've got all the post reference filled up in the general column. You do the generals first. So that will be always the first thing that you post when you sit down for the month, is you're going to do those 2 general columns. Right? And then we're going to post sales and cash. And we wait for those until the end because we can save ourselves some time. Right? Because sales and cash are used so often, we don't want to have to post on the first that we had a cash debit of $5,000, and then on the third we had a cash credit. Every one of those posting individual would take us a lot of extra time. We can instead post simply the column totals. Right? We've added up all of the sales credit. We can post one number for sales for the month and be done, and not have to do the individual ones. That's the advantage of using this journal with those special columns. It'll save us some time for posting. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is doing the posting for those special amount columns. The general amount columns have already been posted. We're not going to post those totals anywhere. And so we want to indicate on your journal that those are done and we don't need to post them anywhere. And we do that by going to the bottom of the general debit column, and in parentheses, writing a check mark. Right? Or in Aplia, it'll be the letter V, because we can't do check marks. Right? But that check mark says that everything's been posted in that column. I didn't have to do anything with the total. Right? I'll do the same thing for the general credit, in parentheses, a little check mark. If your double lines are taking up the majority of that row and you want to put them on the next row down, that's fine. You just want to put in there those little check marks. Then we're going to post our sales credit. And so I'm going to go find, in my ledger, I'm going to find my sales account, number 410. It's at the bottom of one of the pages, so I'm going to fold mine over. So if you're like, hey, where'd it go? I folded. So I've got my account. Posting the column totals is going to be just like posting the individual accounts, except we're doing a column total at the bottom instead of an individual. Otherwise, nothing else changes. Okay, so we start with the date. It's the first time we're using sales, so we need to put the month, August 2018. We're going to be posting the total, so it's going to be the 31st is the date. Nothing in the item column. Post reference column is still what page did this come out of. This came off of page 1 of the journal, so 1 for page 1. All right. We're just pointing us back to the fact that it came from page 1 of our journal. All right. This is the sales credit column. So I'm going to credit sales for the total of $645. So I'm going to go to credit, $645. 0 cents. The account did not have a balance prior to this, and so I'm going to do a credit balance of $645. Remember, when we posted individual accounts, our last step was to take that account number and put it in the post reference column. We don't have a post reference column because we're posting a column total. So we're going to go below sales credit, and in parentheses, we're going to write that account number, 410. That's where we posted it to. And again, if you need to go down a line because your double lines filled up a lot of space, that's fine. And that's it. All the sales are posted. Then we're going to do cash. Shall we go find our cash account? We're going to do the same procedure. We're going to start with the date. It's still August 31st. First time I'm using cash, so I'm going to put in August 2018, the 31st. I'm going to post the debit column first because that's the money coming into the business. You don't want to post your credit first because you don't want to post the money going out before you post the money going in, because you're more than likely going to have a negative number, and we don't like negatives. All right, so our new post reference comes from page 1 of the journal. We're doing the debit column, so a debit of $5,495. And 0 cents. Right. It did not have a balance prior to this, so I'm going to make that same amount my debit balance, $5,495. 0 cents. Then I need to take my account number and take it back into my journal so that I know I posted this. So in parentheses, 110. So you know I posted the debit. Right after that, I'm going to post the credit. Right? I've already used the month, so I can just put in the 31st. It's still coming from page 1. This time I'm doing the credit column, so I'm going to go to credit for $2,240 and 0 cents. I had a debit balance. I'm crediting the account, so do I add or subtract?
Subtract.
Subtract. So I do some subtraction here. And I got a balance of $3,255. And then I'm going to take my 110. There's a hole in the table. I put it in parentheses to let me know that I've posted that column total. Right. If you remember back to the last chapter, you had to do proving cash. And you had to make sure this is the number that would match the checkbook balance when we proved cash. So they're the same thing. Right? And that's it. That's section 3. Comments, questions, concerns, worries.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. I love it.
Not really.